Next on TCM, the Masque of the Red Death, then the Wild Angels, and later, the trip. Take a heroic dose of Roger Corman tonight.
Good evening, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Thanks for watching TCM. Fridays in April belong to the movies of a wildly influential filmmaker who emerged in the mid-1950s, Roger Corman. As the producer of nearly 400 films and the director of about 50, Corman consistently worked outside the crumbling studio system, paving a new way for movies to be profitable. Corman arrived on the scene at a critical time as television encroached further and further into Hollywood's bottom line. TV offered a pretty enticing deal. Stay at home, on your couch, and watch for free. Tonight, we've got several films Corman made for American International Pictures, AIP, his longtime production home. Up first, we have one from Corman's Poe series, movies adapted from Edgar Allan Poe's stories. From 1964, The Masque of the Red Death. Vincent Price delivers one of his deliciously devilish performances as a 12th century prince and a Satanist. Since it's no fun to be a devil worshiper all alone, he holds a macabre masked ball and forces his guests to take part in a series of sadistic and Luciferian games. I think I made up Luciferian. It's a good word. I hope it sticks. If the devil worshipping weren't bad enough, a deadly plague known as the Red Death is running rampant through the countryside. On the bright side, at least everyone at the ball was masking up. By the early 1960s, Roger Corman had built up enough confidence to move beyond merely grinding out cheap movies. No longer happy with knocking out a 70-minute movie in 10 days for $100,000, he wanted to make more substantial, more thoughtful, more lasting pictures. So he began his series of Poe films, making House of Usher in 1960 in 15 days for $300,000. And it's 79 minutes. Truth is, though, these movies were different, more cerebral than, say, Attack of the Crab Monsters or She-Gods of Shark Reef. AIP gave Corman more money, color film, and a real studio. It was a serious upgrade from running around the outskirts of Los Angeles and grabbing shots without permits. While Edgar Allan Poe's stories provided the inspiration, Vincent Price proved to be the perfect embodiment of Roger Corman's vision. The director made 8 Poe adaptations in 4 years, 7 of which starred Price. Corman appreciated the classically trained Vincent Price. He always took the work seriously, Corman said. He didn't give anything less than 100%, whereas some actors might coast through thinking themselves superior to the material. This one, the 7th of Corman's Poe films, is filled with striking and colorful work by the film's cinematographer, future director Nicholas Roeg. From 1964, The Masque of the Red Death. Producer-director Roger Corman had fought battles with censors before, but the Catholic Legion of Decency put the squeeze on American International Pictures prior to the release of The Masque of the Red Death. The Legion of Decency threatened to slap the film with its dreaded C rating, condemned, meaning Catholics would be forbidden to see it. The Legion sent a 2-page, single-spaced letter to AIP listing all the offending moments in the script, mostly anything that seemed too erotic or made devil-worshipping look too cool. The Legion even called the script strung-together gibberish. AIP responded by making just enough cuts to avoid the rating. Corman could not have been happy, but at least he didn't feel like he himself would face eternal damnation. "I'm sort of a lapsed Catholic," he said during the controversy, "and I don't believe there is a hell." Roger Corman, always direct. By the way, Martin Scorsese's Film Foundation premiered a restored version of The Masque of the Red Death in 2019. Speaking of hell, coming up, Peter Fonda and Nancy Sinatra hit the road in a groundbreaking Roger Corman hit inspired by the biker gang Hell's Angels. From 1966, The Wild Angels is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, The Wild Angels, then The Trip, and later, Gas. We're blowing off steam with Roger Corman tonight.